Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the online platform Civil Technobricks. Guys, here we will tune for the instantaneous decoding of conceptual knowledge in the field of civil engineering, where study elaborates decoding the earth to build a better world. Guys, today we will see the important questions and their answers related to the engineering geology based on the rock mechanics and soil mechanics. Here, the questions are the most likely questions for the exam point of view so that your preparation will be more easier. See the question pattern related to the conceptual point of view of geosynthetics, that is of for 6 mark with reference to the application in the transportation engineering. Here the question explain the concepts of geosynthetics, state its usage in transportation engineering. Here we have to write the answer with reference to the application in transportation engineering of the material of geosynthetics. So first of all, you have to divide your answer with reference to some steps like the concepts of geosynthetic, types of geosynthetic, then functional mechanism for how to use that geosynthetics with reference to the transportation engineering, then usage in transportation engineering of that material, and at the end, what are the advantages. So here, the concept of geosynthetic, that is geosynthetics are the polymeric products manufactured from synthetic materials and used in contact with soil, rock or other geotechnical materials with reference to civil engineering work, just like roadway, railway, ballast or embankment formation. Here they can improve the performance of structure by providing functions such as separation in between layers, reinforcement providing, then filtration point of view, drainage, containment and protection point of view. Here they are lightweight, durable, cost effective and easy to install. So these are the all characteristics of that material, and the we can say that the structure point of view or the function point of view we can use it. Now what are the types of geosynthetics? You have to write or draw the diagram in the 2D frame, where geotextiles, geogrids, geonets, geomembranes, geocells and geocomposites, these are all the 6 types of geosynthetics. So six types of geosynthetics are most likely to be used with reference to the transportation point of view or in the embankment construction point of view. Why that type of geosynthetics are preferred? Because they are permeable fabrics used for filtration and separation point of view, that are geotextiles. Geogrids, that are the structures used for reinforcement of soil. Geonets, that is the net-like products used for drainage in planar form. Geomembranes, these are the impermeable sheet used for containment and barrier functions. Geocells are the three-dimensional cells used for confinement and stability. And last, that is the composites, geocomposites. They are the combination of 2 or more geosynthetic products for specific usage. Means each and every geosynthetic material have their own objective and function for the property point of view. How we can use it? The mechanical mechanism for the functioning. So weak or soft subgrade soil. After that, placement of geosynthetic layer below to that soil with reference to the 3 techniques: separation technique, reinforcement technique and filtration or drainage point of view. After that, we have to improve the load distribution and reduce deformation, and then we get the enhanced performance and long-term stability of transportation structure. Basically, weaker soil or weaker type of rocks are get strengthened by the application of this type of geosynthetics, so that we can enhance the performance and stability of that soil layer or rock layer. So what are the usage in transportation engineering point of view? First of all, most important, to construct the road pavements, then railway engineering point of view, airport pavements or runway, drainage and filtration, and the erosion control and slope protection. So these are all the transportation point of view usage, which are based on some the characteristics of subgrade, some mixing or the additive material which is used to reduce the settlement and maintenance point of view. Also with reference to airport, most important, that will increase the load carrying capacity of runways so that it reduces the thickness of pavement layers. After that, the drainage and filtration point of view, it permits water flow while retaining soil particles, and it reduces pore water pressure also. Here, the erosion control and slope protection, most important point for geosynthetics. Basically, the geonets are used, that is protects embankment slopes and shoulders, which controls erosion due to water and wind with reference to the enhancement in the long-term stability of the slopes which are provided with reference to the dam sites or with reference to the canals or the roadway embankments. So what are the advantages of geosynthetics? As the material which is used for separation enforcement, likewise characteristics, and these are the properties like lightweight, durable, cost effective. So these are all the advantages of that geosynthetic material. So basically your answer which will be complete with reference to that 5 stages, so that you get the full 6 marks with reference to that marking scheme. Then the concept of rock mass rating and the Q system. So here the application or the conceptual point of view, we have to write your answer. That is the question: explain the rock mass rating and the Q system used in tunneling or the construction of tunneling. Here the two parts: rock mass rating RMR system, and second one will be the Q system. We will see one by one. That developed by Bieniawski, where 1973. The RMR, that is the rock mass rating system, is widely used empirical classification for rock masses that evaluates the quality of rock mass for tunneling and supports selection. Means that Bieniawski 1973 developed that type of system to check the quality of rock masses. So RMR, what is it? The basic rating parameter. So total 100 marks. With reference to that 100 marks, the parameters are listed with reference to the description of that parameter, and rating range is given. Here uniaxial compressive strength, then rock quality designation RQD, spacing of discontinuities, condition of discontinuities, and groundwater conditions. Likewise, we describe these all parameters with reference to the description point of view, and we assign the rating range. So that type of table is most important with reference to the answer point of view in your answer. So the adjustment for discontinuity orientation, which is plus or minus 12 marks, which is based on the orientation of joints to tunnel axis. So these RMR basic rating parameters are further classified with reference to RMR classification that was listed in the classes. There are 5 classes with reference to RMR region or range, and we have to mark the rock mass quality, that is RMQ. Here the typical support for tunneling based on that RMR class with reference to the rock mass quality, no support or occasional rock bolts where rock mass quality is very good, and range of RMR is 81 to 100. Then likewise we see good range, fair quality, poor quality, and very poor quality. So what is the usage in tunneling point of view of rock mass rating? Which accesses rock mass quality before design, then helps in selecting the type and extent of support, and last widely used for preliminary design and comparison purposes. On other hand, the second part, that is the second system, Q system, which is developed by the Barton, Lien and Lunde in 1974, where the Q system is a quantitative method for rock mass classification and support design in tunneling based on 6 key parameters. So what are the 6 key parameters? They are with reference to the formula, where symbols are RQD, JN, JR, JA, JW, and SRF. So full forms: SRF, that is stress reduction factor; JW, which is a joint water reduction factor; joint alteration number JA; joint roughness number JR; joint set number JN. Means here are 3 numbers are there and 1 factor is there, so that RQD is a rock quality designation. So what is the description of rock quality designation? Which is the percentage of sound core pieces which are greater than 10 centimeter. Then joint set number, which is number of joint sets; joint roughness number, roughness of joint surfaces; alteration number, degree of alteration; water reduction factor, which is the effect of water condition; and stress reduction factor, which is the effect of in situ stress, which is relaxation of high stresses acting on that rock layers. So here the Q system, which give the Q value classification, that Q value which is divided into greater than 40 to less than 0.1. Likewise 0.1 very poor, then poor, fair, good, very good, and excellently good, extremely good. Likewise we divided it or listed it with reference to the support point of view. Spot bolting, which is extremely good rock mass quality, where Q value is greater than 40. Likewise systematic bolting, where very good rock mass quality, the Q value is in the range 10 to 40. Here then good quality, that is range is 4 to 10, where bolting plus shotcreting of 50 to 100 mm, which will be in picture. Likewise we see the classification. So what is the use of Q system in tunneling? It provides a rational method of support design through empirically derived supports charts that are the Barton charts based on Q value and tunnel span or the distance of tunnel. Here, the tunneling application or the process point of view, that two methods are followed with reference to 6 stages. First, site investigation and data collection, where core joints, groundwater stresses, these are all the subsurface geological exploration parameters are studied and data collected. Second one will be the determination of parameters for RMR and Q, that is rock mass rating and Q system. After that, we have to calculate the RMR and Q value. Then we have to classify the rock mass by using that ranges of RMR and quality of that rock in the table. After that, we have to select the appropriate support system from that both system, and we have to go for construction monitoring and support adjustment. So here, both the systems which help in the assessing the rock mass quality and selecting the economical and safe support of tunnels, where RMR is a simple and empirical, while Q system is more quantitative and design oriented. Means your answer, which is a bundle of that two methods with reference to that flowchart, and these two end sentences as a conclusion part. Here, the short marking scheme of the 6 marks is explained. With reference to that, you have to complete your answer with reference to the concepts. Next question, most important, that is the application oriented question, where we have to see the tunnel boring machine. Describe the tunnel boring machine and method and its advantages. Likewise, the tunnel boring machine method, which is more reliable and rapid for tunnel construction point of view, which is a modern mechanized technique used for constructing tunnels in rock and soil both. It uses a rotating cutting bed at the front, just like this red color, to execute the ground, to excavate the ground, and while simultaneously supporting the tunnel walls. These are the tunnel walls, and removing the excavated materials. This is the actual phenomena or mechanism which is inbuilt in that. The process of continuous, efficient, and safe, suitable for long tunnels with uniform profile. So here, cutter head, then shield, main bearing, then tail skin, screw cover, then erector and segment lining. These are all the components of tunnel boring machine. So what is the working procedure of tunnel boring machine? Where cutter head excavation works initial level, then material remover, that excavated material will be removed by using that conveyor belt or through the screw conveyor. Then support or shield advance, which is the hydraulic jacks, push the tunnel boring machine forward against the erected segments or shields, followed by the segments erection, and then continuous advance, that is the cycle repeats continuously for excavating and lining the tunnel. Here, the advantages of tunnel boring machine or the tunnel boring tunnel boring machine method for construction of tunneling, with reference to the high rate of excavation and faster progress, that is less time is required, which provides smooth and uniform tunnel profile with accurate alignment. With reference to the GPS GIS techniques, we can use it with reference to the ground control points or subsurface soil exploration points. Then minimal disturbance to save surface and surrounding structures, because it mitigates the vibrations also, so that the each and every activity will be in low vibration, so that the other soil particles or rock particles didn't get any damage. Likewise, suitable for wide range of ground conditions, reduced labor requirement, and which allows continuous operations with less dependency. Here, the types of TBM based on the ground condition. Most important concept, based on ground condition, we have to use that tunnel boring machine. Here, the hard rock tunnel boring machine, which is for the igneous and granite or basalt type of rocks. For cutters or diamond cutters are used. Second, earth pressure balance TBM, which maintains balance of earth pressure at the face using excavated material suitable for the soft soils. And the third one, which is a slurry shield TBM, which is used for the bentonite, that is black type of soil, to support the face suitable for water bearing or loose grounds. So here, the tunnel boring method is ideal for long, deep and urban tunnels, whereas which is more safety, speed and precision, and minimal surface impact are essential. These are all the requirements for that tunnel boring machine, and which satisfy the ideal condition of long tunnels, deep tunnels and urban tunnels we can prefer to construct with reference to that tunnel boring machine. So what your answer must have to complete this marking scheme, so that you will get the complete marks, and your answer should consist of these all parameters. Stay tuned guys. Happy learning.